Sagittarius, welcome to your singles reading. So I'm just going to jump right in and start with where are you mentally when it comes to love and relationships? Where are you emotionally? Any blocks or barriers? And some guidance for you. And the person coming towards you. And timing. So at the bottom of the deck here, I am getting the King of Swords. The King of Swords has a lot of mental clarity, very high intelligence, but it's the clarity. There's something that you're able to see more clearly now than you have in the recent past. And it's connected to your love and love life and just maybe past relationships, just a better understanding on how everything played out, what your role was in all of it. There's a lot of that really solid energy of, okay, that all makes sense. I know what I need to do or how I need to adjust this going forward. In your mental space here, I'm getting the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of patience. So mentally, there's something that you're waiting on. You're either waiting for the right person or there's something else happening here because I'm actually getting both storylines. So when I look at your emotional space here, I am getting the Five of Swords with the Page of Cups. We're gonna put a pin in this. It feels a lot like you're trying to revive an old relationship, some sort of reconciliation, take it as it resonates. If that's not your story here, the Page of Cups and the Five of Swords indicate, because this could be an apology to resolve some sort of conflict, something that you're now aware of what your role was in the situation. Again, if that's not your story, this is really about you resolving some sort of internal conflict and then going after exactly what you want. But there's something with that delayed energy, that Three of Wands. It's here. So in your blocks and barriers, I'm getting the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is a very secretive energy. You may be keeping things to yourself, not really putting yourself out there in a meaningful way. It's also a spiritual card. You might just be prioritized on something else. It's the Three of Wands, the ships. I mean, they're very, very tiny on the card. They're way at the bottom. But if in this one, it looks like you're waiting for your ships to come in. That could be something else where you're just not in the right space. You're just waiting for something else to unfold so that you can move forward. Your guidance here, we've got the Eight of Wands, which is forward movement. It's also open, honest, direct communication with other people. And I say that because of the Seven of Swords. Don't be afraid to say exactly what it is that you're thinking or what it is that you want out of a relationship. If in the past you kept some of these things to yourself, thinking that, okay, well, it'll come out later on or whatever the case is, do it up front. You have nothing to lose by telling people that you want a long-term relationship if that's what you're aiming towards, or that you're looking for marriage if that's what you're aiming towards. It's better to find out up front that the person's not interested in the same future that you are, so that you can either decide, okay, I'm good with that, or I'm not. And I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to move on. So really putting it out there up front is the advice here. King of Wands, this is you stepping into your own power. And then the world is the end of something, leaving something behind, closing out a cycle. It's something emotionally closing out a cycle. The person coming towards you, Knight of Wands, they're on their way. This is a very fast moving energy. The person may just show up all of a sudden. The Fool is showing up here as well. So a new start, new chapter, new beginning, cleared karma. So in your advice, the world, leaving something behind. And I've got somebody coming in with the Fool and this Page of Cups with the Five of Swords. This could be a reconciliation after the two of you go through your own growth. Take it as it resonates, not going to be applicable for everybody. If you are interested in only a new person, then this would indicate somebody who is brand new person coming towards you, brand new energy with that Fool card, taking a leap of faith. This person wants to take a leap of faith with you. And I'm also getting the Death card. So that change and transformation, Scorpio energy, endings and new beginnings. New person, old person with new energy. Take it as it resonates for you. Here, in the timing standpoint, I am getting the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is pause or delay, but it's so that you can see things from a big picture perspective. You're still in the process of closing something out here. This feels like the closure of a cycle is going to dictate when you come out of the Hanged Man, when the pause and delay ends and things start to really move forward here. Let's get some additional detail. Let's start with that Three of Wands. King of Wands. So you're out here a couple of times in your energy, standing very tall, very confident. This tells me with the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Wands, you're very confident in who you are. And so it's not about that at all. You're not trying to convince yourself that you're worthy of something. You already know this with that King of Wands energy. This is more about, I'm just focused on maybe other things or the right person coming towards me. I'm just not interested in anything else. You're not really interested in putting yourself out there is how the energy is coming across. But again, take it as it resonates. That King of Wands and the Three of Wands, you've just been working on yourself. Tell me about this Page of Cups and the Five of Swords. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. What you're doing here, all of the internal work, this is really where the delays seem to be coming from right now with that King of Wands and the Three of Wands. Mentally, you're there. It's emotionally that you're focused on kind of resolving some sort of internal conflict, working to open yourself up emotionally to offer this Ace of Pentacles, which would be an offer of a commitment, building something with another person. Knight of Swords, so that you really can move forward. There's a couple of storylines going on here. This is there's a few things happening. So definitely the reconciliation is coming through, new energy. You're preparing yourself for that. The other person is coming towards you. It's just coming down to divine timing. I'm also getting that you might be focused on something else right now, like career, money, something like that, building back your confidence, really working towards some other goal that you have outside of a commitment while you're trying to emotionally work through opening yourself up here. Okay. Tell me about the High Priestess. I'm getting a lot of cards here. So the High Priestess, I'm getting the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the Nine of Cups is your goals and dreams and wishes. The Nine of Pentacles is your confidence. You are really working internally right now, emotionally, to build back your confidence when it comes to opening yourself up. There is a vulnerability that until you recognize your own worth and value with the Nine of Pentacles, it's going to be really difficult for you to open up because you're not going to trust yourself to open up. Or you might get really attached to another person and the other person wasn't a good match for you. And so there's a lot of internal balance that's taking place right now, a lot of working through all of that internally before you're really able to put yourself out there. Anything else you need to know from a guidance standpoint? So I'm getting the Fool with the Strength card. And so we've got the World, the ending, and then we have a new beginning here that might require a lot of courage. It's the leap of faith. The leap of faith is going to require some sort of internal courage. You may still be working on some of this emotionally opening up for another person, but taking the leap of faith is what the universe wants you to do. And in fact, this person is coming in that Fool energy. So let's see, what else do you need to know about this person? So So I'm getting the unknown card. And so there's things that you don't know about this person. The way the energy is coming through, they keep things very close to themselves. They only open up when they feel like they're ready to open up to another person. Ace of Swords, they're very clear on what they want, but they're also picky in the choices that they make. Even their communication, I'm just getting the sense here, they'll open up. It's just going to take time. It's not going to be something that happens right away or even in these kind of early stages of the relationship here. I'm also getting the Ten of Swords. So Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, they've done their own healing. They've done their own work. They've released whatever painful cycle that they needed to complete. They're coming in as this new energy. And so again, take the new energy as it resonates for you. I'm just getting that this person has really gone through their own transformation. Really, really positive energy coming through. Tell me more about this Hanged Man. The Moon. It's gonna come down to your emotions and what you're doing to work through all of it. When you're ready, the person's gonna come towards you. That's really what it's coming down to. So closing out the cycle, resolving the inner conflict, preparing yourself to open up and take a leap of faith emotionally is really what the universe is guiding you to do, because this person's already on their way with that Knight of Wands. So Sagittarius, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.